Hello Cancer, and welcome to your September new moon reading in the sign of Virgo. I'm Jennifer with Akamood. For those of you that are new here, these new moon readings are good from new moon to new moon. So this is a month-long cycle reading of energies that are going to be transpiring or available for you to work with as we move through this whole moon cycle. So as always, I've already pre-shuffled and meditated with all the decks so that we can get started right away. Somewhere around there. All right, at the center of your reading, you have radiance, conscious energies. You've got generations and ancestors. Subconscious energies, you've got innocence and childhood. Required for resolution is solitude. And outcome, you have vigilance, stone people. All right, Cancer. At the center of your reading, you have radiance. Somebody else had this too. It could have been Aries, but this to me is talking about needing clarity, needing illumination, needing understanding about what it is that this summer season has been trying to teach you. Last day of summer is September 22, so we are very closely creeping up on this energy. So what is it that you've been trying to learn, or what has the universe been trying to teach you? And have you been listening, and have you been working through those energies? And in addition, there's also your personal radiance, your personal light, your own sunshine, if you will, right? It might be feeling like maybe this part of you has been a little bit dimmed or a little bit clouded, but there are reasons why. You've got ancestors coming up for you guys on conscious level. So for some of you, you might be actually doing ancestral work. A lot of your wounds might be coming through generations, or what are they calling it? Like generational trauma, or just generational wounds. Of things that you need to work through. For those of you that aren't doing this work, this is more talking about a personal transformation, that snake energy, that medicine energy of you. If you're uncomfortable, it's because you're sitting in old skin. It's like you're ready to shed that old skin. You're ready to shed that old you, and you know this. I feel like you already know this. It's just a little bit uncomfortable, and you might not be quite there yet, but this energy is available to you from this new moon to the next new moon cycle. Subconscious energies, we've got childhood and innocence. And this is two things as well. This card, I think, has come up for almost everybody so far, but it makes sense because so many people are going through healing, personal growth, and transformation at this time. What else is there to do when the world is on pause? But this is talking about having to have compassion for yourself, having to see yourself through the innocence of younger you, right? If you see yourself at 3 or 4 years old, 5 years old, 6, 7, think of the compassion that you see them with. Think of that innocence. Think of the love and appreciation that you have towards them. have that same energy for yourself now. The way it was explained to me is like we're kind of like trees, and so with every year we get a new ring, so we are all ourselves at all times. And so this might be talking about you needing to have more compassion and more love for yourself, forgiving yourself, releasing any guilt, but also looking towards your past and taking care of that like inner child. There might be childhood wounds that you have yet to address, deal with, and handle. And so this is like subconsciously bubbling up for you during this time. Required for resolution is solitude. There's a lot of need for introspection, for quiet time, for isolation, for going within, for asking yourself harder questions, more meaningful questions, being honest with yourself, understanding your needs, right? And on the other side, you've got stone people and vigilance. And this is an energy of just being more mindful, being more self-aware, being observant of yourself, observant of your surroundings, observant of your choices that you're making. That way it brings you into a space of more personal reverence, right? Where you're not just so haphazardly moving through life, but you're moving with more intention, like more, just more awareness and more, like all I'm getting is just intention. All right, Cancer, let's pull some tarot to clarify these energies for you guys. Get crazy organizing these, sorry. All right, at the center of your reading, you've got the Hierophant for energies being released, and the Star. Oh my God. Okay, Cancer, this is a calling to you to surrender to a spiritual practice, to surrender to any spiritual callings that you might be getting, seeking higher consciousness, adding depth to your life, and surrendering into your healing, your total healing. These energies are available to you. It just kind of depends whether you choose to look at it. I'm getting the Star is also wish fulfillment, like wish coming true. Like, what do you wish for? If you can make a wish right now, what would it be? And it's here to illuminate you, but it's coming with healing as well. We've got the Death card as being surrendered, and the Page of Pentacles coming up. All right, the Death card does not mean an actual physical death. I know it looks a little bit scary, but I would never predict death in any way, shape, or form. The Death card in tarot means transformation. It means endings and transformation. So there's things that have come to an end. And what did we talk about? The snake transformation energy. It's here for you. You're working through it. If you're uncomfortable right now, it's because you are transforming, you are changing, you are growing, or you're being forced to. It just really depends what this is looking like for people. But surrender into your transformation, kind of like don't fight it. It's going to make it more uncomfortable. And if this requires you to be alone with your own energies so that you're not being pushed or like ping-ponged by the energies of others, then allow yourself that solitude to know what it is that is shifting for you. Because you have the Page of Pentacles coming up, and this is an energy of like being a student at something new. So if some of you have been looking for like new work, or looking to advance your career or make progress in a certain area, this energy is here to support you, to say like that you can embrace that student energy of being new, of practicing, of slow and steady progress. But it's also coming in that transformation, that space of transformation. Like you can't have something new without letting go of the old. Being released is the Queen of Wands, and coming up for you is the Five of Swords. So for some of you, you might have been letting go of a person. For others of you, this is just talking about like a neglect of your creative and intuitive and like passionate energy. It's like Cancer energy is very much creative, it's very much intuitive, but it's like you've been stifling this, you've been putting this energy off to the side, neglecting it, not really nurturing it. And you have the Five of Wands coming up for you. So there's a lot of resistance, a lot of opposition, a lot of fighting and a struggle energy. And this just could be coming from you, right? Like trying to fight change, trying to fight looking at yourself. And this could also just be like troubles with other people in your environment as well. But if there has been like fighting, this energy is also here to remind you to forgive yourself, to be very gentle with yourself as you navigate these energies. Oh, this is beautiful. Being released is Knight of Wands. Coming up for you is the Ace of Cups. And Knight of Wands is an energy of like rushing in and being, is it impulsive? Yeah, reckless. Sorry guys. Like not having to rush through anything, force through anything, be rash or make any reckless decisions, because this is a time for solitude, quiet, and introspection, grounding to help you navigate your personal transformation, because you do have Ace of Cups coming up for you. And Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love, and this could be romantic love, this could be love for yourself, right? On the other side of forgiving yourself and having compassion for yourself is new beginning and love. But in addition to that, it's also like a new beginning in your spiritual practice for some of you that are answering that call to have that depth that you might have been missing. It's all available to you. It's just kind of up to you how you respond to the situations in your life. Being released is Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is an energy of being blocked, of being closed off, of being guarded. This is no longer serving you. This is part of the energy that you're learning to outgrow. There's no need to be so on guard anymore. You have new beginnings coming up for you. You have celebration coming up for you. And this is talking about making sure that you make time to be with your friends, to celebrate, to see the good things that are working out for you right now, even if it's just celebrating your health, your ability to be well physically, if not so much emotionally right now at this time. And then potentially fall could be a very good season for you. It just kind of depends how much you're willing to show up for your personal growth and development. All right, Cancer. I'm like, everyone's getting kind of the same message so far. Like, there's a lot of growth happening for the first 3 signs so far. So let's get another row of tarot to clarify these energies a little bit more. Alright, so for this part of the reading, we're going to look at all the energies that are being released first, and then we'll look at the energies that are coming up for you guys. And I get crazy trying to organize these, so we're going to do our best. At the center of your reading, you have 2 of Autumn as being released, and this is 2 of Coin. So this is talking about you might have been feeling like you're having to juggle 2 things or make a decision between 2 things, but you won't have to do it for very, very long. That energy is looking to be released. I'm getting even like an energy of feeling unbalanced, like of a swaying back and forth between things. That's looking to be released from you as well. You have 8 of Summer coming up for you, and this is 8 of Cups. And then I'm going to read the last line to you, and it says, or the last lines, it says, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. So I'm getting that you haven't quite been able to do this. You haven't quite been able to get yourself to shift, to make those changes, to make those moves, to move towards a different future, because you've been feeling a little bit stuck. And if you're feeling stuck, it's because you're clinging to the old you. You're almost like delaying your own transformation and growth by being a little a little bit careless, a little bit rash, maybe even just a little bit negligent. You have 10 of Summer being released, and this is 10 of Cups energy. So for some of you that have been reliant on your family being a source of happiness, I'm getting 2 stories. Okay, some of you have been relying on like the idea that family is your sole source of happiness, or only letting family, like either your immediate family, be your source of happiness. This is not sustainable. You need other areas in your life to bring you joy. For others of you, this is talking about family wounds tied to those childhood wounds that you might be needing to look to the past, disconnecting from family wounds, disconnecting from generational wounds. And this is a lot of energy to heal, and it takes time, but just even starting to be aware of it is a start. 4 of Springs is 4 of Wands. I'm going to read the last few messages. It's talking about deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. So some of you might be feeling discontent with your personal life, feeling out of balance, feeling like you can't have that happy outcome, that family outcome, right? Both like, and this can be really it could be referring to like partnerships as well. For those of you that are single, it might be feeling like you can't get this and you're somehow stuck in solitude. But understand that there's healing that needs to happen for you. You've got renewal. It says review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. Again, this is talking about that compassion, that forgiveness, that release of judgment for others and for yourself, especially in regards to a certain situation. And there's a lot of surrendering, a lot of letting go that needs to come through for you, and kind of like accepting like your life path or your life purpose, because I'm getting like you're fighting your transformation, you're fighting connecting to a higher energy. Maybe some of you might be fighting your own spiritual awakening. Let's look at what's coming up. You've got 6 of Spring, and it says wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. You are going to be successful, Cancer. You are going to figure this out. You are going to work through these energies. They're not going to keep you bound and dissatisfied forever. You have success and healing and wish fulfillment available to you to bring you that radiant spark and happiness that has been missing from your life. But it's kind of like, what are you gonna do to allow yourself to get there? Are you gonna keep stifling yourself and your growth and transformation and keeping yourself stuck? You have awakening coming up for you. Change the way you're looking at a situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. If things aren't moving quickly, if things aren't happening for you, if things aren't shifting, changing, there is this need for you to look at things differently. A lot of you guys might be going through a spiritual awakening, and I know it looks scary, but you can get through this. Like, there's happiness at the very center of your reading available to you. So be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to have some introspection, especially over your summer lessons. Summer tends to be a time of personal work. You have 8 of Spring coming up for you. And this says stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So this is 8 of Wands, right? So this is talking about, yes, you might be feeling stressed, you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed and burdened. Like, who has time to think about themselves and their childhood wounds when you're busy juggling so much in the real world, or worried about money, or trying to just deal with the stress of what's going on in general. But there is saying that there is success coming for you, right? You can handle what's coming your way, and that there is change coming for you. You won't be stuck forever unless you allow yourself to be stuck. And you have Queen of Spring, which I believe is also Queen of Wands. So right here, while you've been neglecting this part of yourself, it's coming up for you as support. And it says, believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you maintain a balance between work and home life. And this talks about brilliant, loyal, talented, and friendly. So this is a reminder to tap into those qualities of you, right? That you are talented, that you are friendly, that you do have friends and people around you that care about you, and that there are brilliant qualities about you, including your own loyalty. And then also, again, the balancing, because I'm getting that you're juggling a lot of things. And irregardless of what home life is for you, whether it's a home of one or a home of many, learning to have those boundaries with yourself, so that you do honor the time for solitude and personal introspection. And you have a High Priestess coming up for you. And this says, trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So this is talking about not everything has been revealed to you. There's still more waiting for you around the corner. There's still mystery and surprise, and trust your intuition about the choices that you make and how you choose to navigate this new moon to new moon cycle. All right, Cancer, I'm going to pull one chakra card for you guys to close out your reading. And you've got Emerald. And Emerald is the stone of both money and love, luck in both love and money. And I'm going to read it to you. It is a heart chakra stone, and it says, Emerald is the stone of divine strength and discernment. It is sacred talisman of the power and knowledge you already possess. You have pulled this card because you need reminding that you already have the wisdom and the confidence that you seek. Meditate with Emerald to summon your inner king or queen and bring fortune into your life. And that is talking about this queen of spring energy, Cancer. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Hope these messages were helpful to you. If this resonated with you, check out the energy clearing video for the collective, and I'll be sure to do some heart work chakra, or some work on your heart chakra for you guys in there. All right, we'll see you guys at the next new moon. Bye.